What's up, everybody? It's your man, King A.D.S, back again with another one here on wherever you're at watching this. And it's so nice to get in contact with you. It is the weekend, and a lot's been taking place, just like I'm sure it is with everybody else. And yeah, man, it's hard to keep everything organized. And I've just put up another video. I'm probably going to be putting up another one. And hopefully, I get this one out too, as this one is very interesting. And but first off, I hope everybody's doing good, or doing good as you can be. I hope that you're motivating. I hope you feel healthy. I hope you're taking the time to breathe and focus on the things that matter the most. As it is so hard to do, everyone's getting pulled in so many directions. I'm sure of it. It's just like a constant, ongoing theme towards this change, right? Towards these new structures that are gonna emerge in our timeline, in our realities. And I don't mean that in some kind of weird, spooky way or anything like that. I just mean as things around us, society, the structure of it, how everything changes around us, and we just don't know what the play is sometimes. We don't know the reason to the rhyme sometimes, and it's just all over the place. And I've seen a lot of other videos and people's statements and comments and things, and people are really trying to make heads or tails of stuff. But the most thing we could do is focus inward and get back to home base and the foundation of the things that matter most, and arming ourselves with that information and good feeling, you know what I mean? And so that we have a source that we can go back to, so that way we keep on trekking forward in the right direction, at least keeping some of our sanity, right? But today also, man, interesting stuff. Oh, more stuff that just happened. My birthday just recently passed. So now I'm 1 year older and I am of legal age to party now. I am very happy to say that. So any party people that want to party, we can party now. I am legal age to party, yes. And I'm very happy to say that. And just more stuff. Oh, update the van, stuff with that. I had a distributor replaced, but I also have another issue that I'm trying to rectify and get down to the bottom of. So things have been a bit dodgy, but I've still been getting the clients here and there, which I'm thankful to do. Some amazing people out there in the community, which I'm able to give assistance to, and I'm always grateful to be able to do that, because it enables me to be able to at least keep my head somewhat above the water. It does not, these days it hasn't really been above the water. It's been very much a tread, a doggy paddle tread, but nevertheless, just thankful that I always have the opportunity to, be out here and be productive, and it actually keeps my mind off of other things, and allows me to keep thinking in a productive direction. It maybe opens up my mind to other things that I couldn't see at the moment from time to time. So I'm thankful for that too. Um, but just so much going on. And so one of the things though that I really wanted to get to is about music this time, man. But there's a message in there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm choosing how to use my energy and how to look at this scenario. So here's what's interesting. There's a rapper called Chance the Rapper, very well known rapper, very good artist. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy Chance the Rapper, very good artist. You know what I mean? Um, Recently, they just released an album called Starline, which is very interesting because a few years, it might be a few years back now, but if you're not aware already, people that are already rocking with me might be aware of this, but other people may not be aware of this. But I released an album called Star Lines with the producer named Kata. Okay, and it's a very good project, and I would say this is how, and so it's a weird time, you know what I'm saying? You have this gentleman, Chance the Rapper, right? You have Chance the Rapper releases just yesterday Starline. What are the chances, right? Our album's called Star Lines, and it's already a done deal, right? So I was watching in the background. I'll have some things playing from time to time, and this time around it was Curtis King. Shouts Curtis King. There's a lot of people that do reaction videos and have music oriented channels and things like that. And I check them out. You know what I'm saying? The people are really good. I really enjoy Curtis King's format and, a lot of his insight and things like that. So I really enjoy. And as an artist too, he's a good artist too. So if you haven't checked out Curtis King ever, check him out too. But yeah, nevertheless, he was reviewing the album right as it dropped. So I got a chance to hear it in the background. And I will say this, it's a good project. You know what I'm saying? It's a very creative project. It's a lot different from what we did. You know what I mean? It's a lot different, totally different, night and day, right? But very positive, uplifting type of encompassing spirit on that project as well. So I would say, like, production wise, he's got a, RCA records, he's got a major record deal, all that kind of stuff. So of course, production quality, recording quality, all those things are going to be top notch, like probably way above board, you know, than the average person on their indie hustle could do from time to time. But nevertheless, we do, we do our best to make sure that there's quality material delivered to the people who are rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? The people who are down with us, and so appreciated too, all the way. You know what I mean? Because it's a grassroots type of thing. All the support is always greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? And needed. You know what I mean? So it comes from a very humble, respectful place. With this gentleman though, already well known and doing this thing, like I said, they're completely different projects. Um, did the thought of, did my title get swiped a little bit? That crossed my mind, but let's just chalk it up to coincidence anyway. Let's just say coincidence. At the very, very least, it tells me, and here's where the message is it tells me to just keep doing what I'm doing, right? Keep doing what I'm doing with the creativity and sharing and putting the energy out there. And sometimes, and I wanted to share that with you guys because maybe you feel like what you're doing doesn't match or add up to the standard of what you would see, you perceive as the greats or professionals or whatever, like a certain grade of quality, right? And you may look at yourself as subpar to that. When all I can say is to just keep doing what you're doing because you don't know what's going to resonate with the people. You don't know what's going to resonate. And sometimes you end up getting into things so deep that you get your finger on a pulse of something really good. So you do start coming up with a lot of good ideas. And often in the average person's life, they do have a lot of good ideas. They may not capitalize on them, or they may not remember them. They may not write them down or take action on them. But there's a lot of good ideas, and a lot of good ideas are very practical in most situations, or maybe an update or upgrade on things that we already do and use, to make them more convenient, or just add a feature or something that we left out and say, why didn't we do this all the time? Um, but otherwise, creatively and things like that, maybe a person feels like, oh, they don't have the sauce. Well, I just wanted to be one of those voices to encourage you and say, keep going and don't, be worried about it. Go for it, put it out there, get those vibrations, start those ripples. You know what I mean? Let those good ripples come back to you because obviously, at the very least, this is what it's like when you pick a good title for an album. So ours, the original, is Star Lines, and this one is Star Line. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, this is not taking anything away from Chance the Rapper. He's very talented. I enjoy him as an artist. I think he's very skilled on production and rhyming, writing schemes, things like that. So, and vocals too. So, I think he's a kindred spirit, like a kindred spirit in that sense where I'm similar. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the same niche, but I'm similar in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Where vocal singing a bit, rapping, writing different song formats and different things like that. I feel like I match my era more where I originally come from, which I came to prominence more in the 90s. You know what I mean? In the late 90s. So I feel like I probably, come from that root more. But nevertheless, like I said, good project. You know what I'm saying? Good project. So shouts Chance the Rapper. If they ever see this, you know what I'm saying? Just want them to know that this underground brother is peeping game and definitely thinks that you're a talented artist. But it definitely was weird timing. So I thought I would share that And man, that's actually, I would love to do work with Chance the Rapper if I ever got the chance to in this weird wild world. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of the guys that I wouldn't mind meshing minds with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something very good and creative would come from something like that, and progressive. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, yeah, man, it just the message is keep doing what you're doing, because you may be doing better than what you think. You know what I'm saying? You might beat yourself up a little bit. You might, the reflection seems a little bit distorted to you at the moment, but clearly on the other side, that it is the solidness answering back to you, saying that absolutely there's a solid connection and that you should keep on going with this. You know what I'm saying? You're doing good things. So if you haven't checked out Star Lines, the album from King A.D.S, me, definitely check that out. There is the self-titled song on the actual album called Star Lines that exists. So check that out, Star Lines. And also check out Chance the Rapper, Starline. You know what I mean? I think it's weird, but it's also cool. And I figured I wanted to get at it in a positive way, in a positive light, and try to make it a win-win. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect. So, yeah, I would hope that no one takes this as any weirdness, but regardless, I'd be prepared for it. So, but nevertheless, yeah, very cool stuff, guys. Very cool stuff. Very amazing things. These things I like to always bring up. Like, you never know all the unseen variables that take place around you that shift things are the most powerful. You know what I mean? And whatever amount of unknown variables shifted for this to take place, you know, so be it. You know what I mean? The timing's always right. You know what I'm saying? To shine some light. So that's what I was here to do. And to shine that light on the fact that you need to keep doing what you're doing. If you're onto something and it's good, it's constructive and productive, and you can make your way with it, just keep going, man. You will find out, like, let's just say it was on another side, right? Let's just say that, like, what if someone saw something you did and they thought it was catchy enough and then they had to take it, right? Well, then that means you also, while that's a shitty thing to do, right? It also shows you that you have some quality stuff going. You know what I mean? And that you need to take heed to that too. You need to see that part of it too. So yeah, man. So like that was the message pretty much. But definitely had to make this video because it was surreal to me to hear the title of my album almost, right? In the background off the television, and say, why is Curtis King saying the name of my album? But it wasn't. It was Chance the Rapper. You know what I'm saying? So, but nevertheless, like I said, totally different. I think both projects can be appreciated, very much so. They have a different feeling, but some of the same sentiment, in the sense that he's conscious. I'm conscious. I'm on that spectrum too. So yeah, I think there's no reason why both projects can't really be appreciated, man. You could play them back to back, even. That would be crazy. Play Starline and then play Star Lines. You know what I'm saying? Two of a kind. So, but in fashion and hip hop, and that's another reason I address this, because in fashion and hip hop, usually we pride ourselves on being original. So nevertheless, I would think that this is a coincidence, though, most likely. But it's strange because I don't think there's too many albums called Star Lines. So Star Line is Chance the Rapper, and Star Lines with an S is me, King A.D.S, with the producer Kata. So yeah, with that being said, you guys keep doing what you do. Man, I'll be back with another video. There's so much going on, and I got to get back to work on this stuff. So yeah, till next time, I love y'all. Much love. Check out both the projects. Check out all the projects I've got. Check out the Almighty Grind. Check out Cosmic Rock Box. Check out all the stuff, man. Just come on over and hang out with your man for a while. I love that the most. So I appreciate you always. Much love to everybody. Happy birthday to all the Leos that were out there, and happy birthday to everybody that has birthdays that have passed or coming up. You know what I'm saying? Just want to make sure because I just get into what I do, and there's just a lot in regular life that just kind of gets on me, and I just got to get to it. So, kind of sucky, but it is what it is. So, I'm probably going to be at the computer most of the rest of the year this year. It's just the way it is. So, anyway, guys, I love y'all. Much love. Blah, blah, blah. All right, till the next one. Peace.